Good afternoon, everybody. It's Miss Morgan from the Williston Community Library, bringing you today's day 8 of the 12 days of holidays. So today we are going to go ahead and we are going to make some polar bears. So if you picked a kit up from us, the materials are all in there. If you didn't pick up a kit from us, you're going to need 3 pieces of cardstock paper, some watercolor paint, some googly eyes, glue, and scissors. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is, I have my cup of water, so I'm gonna go ahead and I am going to paint the background the color that I want it. So I'm gonna do mine kind of a yellow and orange. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to end up covering up some of it with the polar bear anyways. So don't worry about getting it perfect. So what I'm doing is right now I'm just getting a little bit of the yellow in the middle piece here. And then I'm going to mix some orange in with it as well. And it just kind of makes a lighter orange. Alright, so now that I've finished painting the background, now what I'm going to do, sorry guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually grab my pencil and sketch out the shape that I need to cut. That way I know that it's going to look good. So what you're going to do is you're going to make a polar bear. So to make your polar bear, you're going to draw like a half circle. And then you're just going to draw a smaller half circle in there. So just like this. So this is going to be my polar bear's legs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut around these half circles. So there's the first part. So here are my polar bear's legs, and I'm actually going to do that one more time, but a smaller version. So there is my smaller version. So what this is going to be is this is going to be the legs. So this is going to be the back legs, and we're going to lay them over each other, and we're going to glue them down, and that's going to make their body. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just put a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to take this, and you don't want to line them up perfect because then it won't look like they're standing. So you want to overlay them just a little so that you can still see the back legs. So there is my polar bear's body. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take our polar bear's body and we're going to glue it onto the paper. So you're just going to glue this anywhere on your paper. So I'm going to glue mine like this. And then you're going to take another piece of paper and you are going to draw your head. So I'm actually going to see, I want my polar bear's head to be like this. And don't forget the polar bear's ears. So there is my polar bear's head. Oops, I kind of messed up on that ear a little bit. So here's my polar bear's head, and we're just going to put the head right in the middle. So you're going to take it and we're going to stick it on just like this. Now I'm going to take my polar bear's eyes and I'm going to glue those on. And I'm going to take my pencil or your pen or whatever you have to draw with. And I'm just going to draw my nose on my polar bear. And I'm going to draw the rest of the ears and the mouth. So there is my polar bear. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to read a book about polar bears. So we are going to read Polar Bear Night. And this is by Lauren Thompson, pictures by Stephen Savage. The night is keen and cold. Snug inside her warm den, a polar bear cub wakes. Something in the moonlit stillness quietly beckons. What is it? Ooh, what do you think it might be? The little cub leaves her warm, soft mother, so deep asleep, she sets out for the snow and sky and sea and ice, and the moon follows. Quietly, the little cub creeps across the snow, watching, listening. All of the others are asleep. She sees the walrus. He is sleeping. What do you think it could be? So it's not the walrus. She sees the seals. They are all sleeping. And it's not the seals. She sees the whales. They are swimming as they sleep. Not the whales. Farther and farther the polar bear cub walks, watching, listening. Where is she going? What will she find? The little bear climbs high upon a mountain of snow. There she waits, wondering, and the moon waits with her. So look, there she is, all high up on the mountain. Then the stars begin to stir. Over here, stars are softly falling. Over there, too, it is a star shower. I wonder if the stars are what we're calling her. The stars are like snowflakes, falling, falling. They light up the snow and the ice. They light up the lapping waves of the sea. They light up the walrus and the seals and the whales. They light up the bear cub's warm, snug den with her soft, sleeping mother. Ooh, I think it was the stars, maybe. They light up everything the little bear loves, and the little bear shines bright with light, too. One by one, the stars stop falling. Soon they are still again, shining upon the little bear, shining as they sleep. Now the polar bear cub is ready for sleep too. She makes her way back through the keen, clear night, and the moon follows. Snow and sky and sea and ice and Mother Bear's soft warm fur. Home. The end. All right, so that is going to conclude day 8 of our 12 days of holidays. So we will see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me.